For 300 years, the Galaxy Empire ruled without mercy. Its fleets darkened suns. Its laws crushed resistance. Its enemies disappeared without graves. Entire civilizations had learned a single truth. The Empire does not lose. At the center of its endless dominion stood Emperor Kael Varos, a ruler who believed fear was stronger than loyalty and permanence stronger than hope. For centuries, he was right, until 3 women stood up, the rise of the 3 generals. They did not begin as legends. They became them. General Arya Voss was once the Empire's brightest tactical prodigy. She predicted enemy movements before they happened. She calculated battles like equations. Then she witnessed the Empire destroy a civilian moon to demonstrate compliance. She defected the same night. General Celine Cade rose from the lower ranks. She fought on the front lines, refusing to command from orbit. Her soldiers followed her not because of rank, but because she would never abandon them. General Myra Thorne never needed a battlefield. She controlled data. She infiltrated encrypted channels. She rerouted imperial fleets. She collapsed supply chains without firing a shot. Together, they became the backbone of the rebellion. Together, they gave the galaxy something dangerous: hope. And the Empire knew hope spreads faster than fear. The perfect trap. The Empire leaked classified intelligence, a convoy transporting a prototype gravity superweapon capable of crushing entire continents. It was too powerful to ignore. The 3 generals gathered in person to intercept it, a rare and risky move. That was a mistake the Empire had engineered. Imperial dreadnoughts tore from hyperspace in flawless formation. Disruption mines ignited across escape routes. Communications collapsed instantly. Arya's flagship was disabled. Celine's boarding forces were surrounded. Myra's stealth systems were countered by an experimental Imperial AI designed to predict her coding style. The battle lasted 9 minutes. For the first time in years, the Empire had them alive. The execution broadcast. The Empire did not believe in quiet deaths. It believed in spectacle. The 3 generals were transported to Draxion Prime, the Imperial capital, a planet of steel towers and surveillance skies. Their execution was broadcast across thousands of systems. Billions were forced to watch. Emperor Varos appeared as a massive holographic projection above the platform. These traitors spread sedition, he declared. Today, rebellion ends. Arya stood calm, eyes forward. Celine lifted her chin defiantly. Myra looked directly into the broadcast lens. If hope dies, Celine shouted, voice breaking through the dampeners, it will rise in ways you cannot control. 3 plasma shots echoed. 3 bodies fell. Across the galaxy, silence spread. Then something shifted. The name that followed. On a forgotten asteroid beyond mapped territory, a secure transmission arrived. 3 words. They killed them. For a long time, no response came. Then a signal pulsed back through encrypted channels no Imperial system could trace. Then the Empire falls. Signed, Baba Yaga. To Imperial intelligence, the name was classified myth. To criminal syndicates, it was terror. To the rebellion's founders, it was their origin. Before the generals, before the rebellion had structure, it had a strategist. Her name was Anya Volkov. She once served as a high-level military architect for the Empire. Campaigns she designed ended wars in weeks, until she was ordered to orchestrate the destruction of a peaceful agricultural world that resisted taxation increases. When she refused, her family was executed for insubordination. That night, Anya disappeared. Baba Yaga emerged. She dismantled governors, exposed corruption, crippled fleets through sabotage instead of open war. She trained the next generation to lead, including 3 exceptional women who would later become generals. When they stepped into the spotlight, she stepped into the shadows. Now the shadows were moving again. The fleet that vanished, Imperial Fleet Obsidian 9, was dispatched to hunt rebel cells. It never reported back. Search ships found the vessels intact, drifting in formation. No damage. No battle signs. No crew. On the command deck, carved into reinforced alloy, was a single symbol. A crooked hut balance on mechanical legs. Baba Yaga. Fear began spreading through Imperial command channels. The Emperor ordered full mobilization. Burn systems if necessary, he commanded. But you cannot burn something that moves through your own infrastructure. War without visibility. Hyperlane beacons malfunctioned. Supply depots self-detonated. Weapons factories locked Imperial command and began producing armaments for rebel forces. Admirals were found alone in sealed chambers, security untouched. Baba Yaga did not fight openly. She dismantled the Empire's nervous system. Every strike carried the same encrypted message. For Arya, for Selene, for Myra, the rebellion surged. Not because of vengeance, because the Empire was bleeding, and bleeding empires fall. The fall of Draxion Prime. The capital world had never known vulnerability. Orbital shields shimmered like a second sun. Defense platforms ringed the atmosphere. At exactly 3 o'clock standard time, everything went dark. 90 seconds. That was all she needed. Defense satellites rotated inward. Shield generators overloaded. Hangars depressurized. Imperial citizens looked skyward and saw their own fleet firing at palace spires. Then every screen across the planet activated. A hooded figure stood before a star-filled backdrop. You executed 3 generals. Baba Yaga said calmly. You believe rebellion would fracture. Images appeared behind her. Arya planning strategy. Selene rallying troops. Myra coding in dim light. They were not the foundation, she continued. I was. Explosions thundered across the skyline. The Emperor's end. Emperor Varos retreated into the palace core vault, a fortress layered with automated defenses and elite guards. He believed in inevitability. The guards fell without alarms. Turrets turned away from corridors. Doors unlocked. Baba Yaga walked through smoke and shattered marble. You are one assassin, Varos sneered, igniting a plasma blade. I command a galaxy. You command fear, she replied. The duel was swift. He was enhanced, trained, armored, but she had written the doctrine he followed. Every strike he made, anticipated. Every defense, dismantled. Minutes later, he knelt. You create a martyr, he rasped. No, she said softly. I create a lesson. The blade fell. After the Empire. Empires do not disappear overnight. But without their symbol of invincibility, they fracture quickly. Systems declared independence. Governors surrendered. Colonies raised new banners. The rebellion reorganized into shared leadership instead of singular command. And Baba Yaga, she refused a throne. On a liberated world, a quiet memorial was built. No statues, no grand monuments. Only 3 names carved into stone. Arya Voss, Selene Cade, Myra Thorne. Every year, on the anniversary of her execution, a hooded figure is said to visit. She leaves no flowers, only 3 empty plasma casings. A reminder, because the galaxy learned something that day. You can execute leaders. You can silence voices. But when you kill hope, you awaken something far more dangerous. You awaken Baba Yaga.